Good evening, Fernwood. It is your wide-eyed wildling Neil, and it's time for us to hit the weekend with another episode of Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman. We are watching today episode 245 from March 11th, 1977. Yesterday we spent a lot of time focusing on the GGG, so let us get up to date. On the factory floor, Mary brought some new gear like hand lotion and gas masks. She starts to ask Tex about the GGG, but Tex shuts her down because there's someone nearby who can hear them, and they're supposed to be secretive. Vernon Bales comes down and asks Mary if she could recruit the mayor into the GGG, and Mary says she thinks she can do it. Then Tex pulls Vern aside and talks about his plan to blow up the TV station and pulls out a bomb, wick and everything. And of course, they've got to hide that bomb from Mary as she asks about who to invite to the party. Over at Casa de Shumway, George lends Vern a hammer so that he can put up his GGG tapestry that his mother made. And when Mary comes over to talk about the factory, Vernon says that he will address all of her issues because he wants to take care of things for the right people. Vern suggests to George that they could take the guys out for some shooting practice. And when George pulls his gun down from the wall, Mary finds it really disturbing. Howie shows up after having just dropped Kathy off at the Capri Lounge to watch Martha, and after Mary introduces him, Howie lets on that he is looking for a secret society, and Vern understands exactly who he means, and says that a secret society could make trouble for a man like Howie. Over at the Capri Lounge, Martha is making drinks while Grandpa makes sure that she doesn't steal anything. Tom and Heather show up for their kleptomaniac watching shift, and Tom orders a Diet Pepsi. Martha declares that ever since she started working at the Capri Lounge, she's had a family member around her at all times. Tom explains to Grandpa Larkin that Heather's towel wearing is the result of peer pressure, and that she's promised not to do it in public. Of course, he turns around and there she is with a napkin on her head because she sees someone that she recognizes. Then Martha tells Tom that she's going home, that the job has exhausted her, and after Heather and Tom introduce them to the familiar man, that man says his wallet has been stolen. Then over at Howie and Kathy's apartment, Howie is sleepwalking again, and Kathy gently brings him back down. Howie's worried that he's too far away from the action to catch this secret society that he's looking for. Kathy asks Howie how come he's never tried to have sex with her, and then she kisses him. And as things heat up, a stone crashes through the window and they find a note that says, "Stop looking for this secret society." And Howie and Kathy do what they can to secure the apartment. And then we briefly cut over to the factory break room, and it turns out that Tex has a time bomb. And everyone, it seems like things have been escalating steadily. Why don't we see if anything goes off?
Mary Hartman! Mary Hartman!
Ruts.
Kathy, now I called you over at Howie's apartment because there was something kind of urgent like that I needed to talk with you about.
Look, if you want to talk about Mary, I really don't want to talk about it.
Oh, no, hon, no, it's not about Mary. It's really all about you and about love and about the love that you could have for this fabulous guy I want to introduce you to.
Well, Loretta, I don't know.
No. Now, I know you're saying to yourself you're already living with Howie and everything, but I'm also very deeply aware of the fact that you have always had this enormous amount of love inside of you, just that's always available.
Are you saying that I'm a tramp?
Oh, Kathy, hon, of course I'm not saying such a tacky thing as that. All I'm saying is that with this overflow, excess amount of love that you've always got, you could just take some of it and get to know this fabulous, darling guy, Max Slattery. Oh, is it all?
So that's what you think of me?
Hon, I don't think anything like that. I don't be silly, hon. You're fine in the eyes of the Lord.
Look, Loretta, I have loved every man I've ever been with. Yeah, even if it's only been for 2 days, but I loved him for those 2 days. I didn't have to go pretending I had amnesia.
Oh, Kathy, now I'm not going to take that statement the way it sounded, because now you wouldn't think that I had anything to do intimate with another man, even if temporarily I was out of my mind.
Well, all I know is that I did all my loving outside, in the open.
Oh, Kathy, honey, I've upset you. I'm sorry.
Look, I'll forgive you maybe when I come back.
Hey, Riddleroo, what's happening?
Why don't you just make yourself comfortable, have a seat, Mac?
What you want to talk to me about?
Well, I've been trying to do a little tiny favor for you, and I failed kind of miserably so far. But I'll tell you what, Mac, I've been doing a study recently on the low level of your happiness ever since you and the love of your life, Lulu, parted, you know. And at the end of this study, I have concluded with certainty that what you need, hon, is a brand new romance.
Oh, I don't know. I can't even think of no other woman since I lost my Miss Lulu. I mean, let me tell you, Loretta, she was a once-in-a-lifetime deal. She is my golden girl, and I don't want to forget her with no other women. Besides, lately, hell, I've been happy as a pig in a poke.
I'm telling you, Mac, you have got to stop this pining, this suffering, hon, because you're never going to get her back. You can't help it.
I ain't pining. I got you. I got Charlie, your kindness and affection. I mean, good Lord knows what I'd have done without it. So, you know, I mean, you're the sweetest little old thing to worry about me. But, you know, I mean, about the last thing I need in the whole wide world right now is a new romance.
Yeah. Let me make sure I got what you're saying here. Because really what you're telling me is about the last thing in the whole wide world that you really need is a new romance.
You betcha. I got you, I got Charlie and me.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bales! Later, I'm busy. Oh, but Vernon, listen. Roots! I mean, we gotta fix that TV station once and for all. I told you later. Go, shoot.
So, how was your work at the plant today? Fun. Just fun. Did you wear the gas masks that I bought for you? Yes, I did. And he was wonderful. Let's kiss.
Mary, I'm home.
I'm upstairs. I'm just taking a little nap for the night shift here.
Hi, Mary. What are you doing?
Oh, I was just, I'm just doing my exercises, that's all.
What are you wearing?
Oh, these are just my, the Dr. Denton's, that's all.
Yeah, but why are you wearing baby pajamas?
Oh, well, I feel that they're very American.
American?
Yeah. I mean, you have no idea how many paintings Norman Rockwell did of, people wearing Dr. Denton's. And, so few people have any idea of that. And Norman Rockwell, I mean, that's, about as American as you can get.
Where the hell did that chicken come from?
Probably an egg, Sorry, Tom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for lying like that. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. This was a gift for me.
From who?
From the mayor. And, he also gave me this, jump rope here, and he gave me these, lovely little hand puppets and everything like that. But, Tom, I mean, I swear to you, this is a completely innocent thing. I mean, this is really innocent. It's just, Merle needs some fun time in his life right now, just like we all do. I mean, he really needs this, and these gifts, they're just a way of getting his mind off of, everything else for a while. I just know it. I mean, I know it. You see, Merle and I, we can do that for each other. We're like children together, and there's an innocence that's it's like it's not serious. It's not like grown-up serious. It's like we're baby carriage buddies.
Wait a minute, Mary. You told me that Heather and little Garth, everything that they do is serious as far as you're concerned, right? Well, you know why? Because they're children. And children can't be trusted because they don't know what the hell they're doing. So if you're smart, now you stay away from Merle Jeter.
Don't tell me what to do, Tom! I'm not a child! I'm a grown-up! Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Please, I'm so sorry. Please just try to understand, okay? I don't know why, but this is important to me.
Mary, come on, will you? Come on, will you? Come on. Don't you understand something about life, huh? In order to be a grown-up, you gotta face the realities of being an adult. That's the only way to get through the world is to be miserable. Don't you understand that?
Oh, that was bad. I just know it. I know it. That was bad.
Hi, big fella.
Hi, perfect. You look mighty pretty there, all comatose.
Oh, thanks, honey.
You know something?
What?
I really believe that I'm beginning to feel even closer to you now than before Lila tried to separate us and everything.
Oh, I hope so.
Lila,
Yeah. But it could be burglars.
huh?
I just can't wait till you see this. Oh, there. That's the girls' gym class in white. And this is the boys' gym class in blue. Sometimes we used to have white and blue days.
Wanda, you want to fix that music for me?
Oh, hi there.
Well, I ain't never seen Mayor and First Lady in their pajamas before. What's the matter, folks? Couldn't sleep, huh?
What the hell is this creep doing in here?
Who the hell are you calling a creep? Creep?
Merle, I think you've forgotten that from now on, this is my living room. So why don't you two just go back to bed and mind your own business?
Merle, let's go back to bed and mind our own business.
Wrong, Wanda. No, this is it. I've had enough of this. This is the end of the line.
Oh, boy. This would make some hot copy for Wanda's diary. Oh, but I forgot. I have Wanda's diary.
Merle, my diary.
Wanda, I don't care if she has the diary or not. I don't care anymore. That doesn't give this ugly animal a right to come sitting around in my living room like this.
Oh, I see. Just because you're the mayor, you think you can look down on me.
No, I figure because I'm human, I can look down on you. And I'll tell you something else, Goon Breath. I don't want to ever look on your face again. Do you understand that? Not up, down, or sidelong. You got that? I don't ever want to see that ugly face of yours around here again. You understand it?
Well, you are going to see my face, cheater. And I'm going to make sure that every time you do, you regret it.
Okay. You know what this is, don't you? Huh? Telephone. You got the significance of it? Yeah, hello. Yeah, let me speak to the highest ranking police official you still got alive around there, will you?
Merle, I think you should try to be nice to my friends.
Girl does have a point. However, darling, since we are out of beer, I think I'll just,
Oh, good night, honey.
Yeah, no, that's all right. No, never mind. Never mind. That's all right.
Yeah, I had a package when I come.
You had a package, did you?
Yeah.
Man had a package. What, is this it right here?
Uh-huh, that's the one.
Uh-huh. Here you go.
Oh, sweet baby. Jesus.
Goodbye, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something. One of these days, I'm going to get my hands on that diary. And when I do, you're going to be the next one that goes flying out of that door. Do you understand that? And you can bet your mop handle on that.
Yeah, but right now, you don't have the diary and I do. Therefore, I think we all ought to sleep this off. Oh, this anger is giving me a terrific headache, so I'm going to take the bedroom. Good night. Good night, Wanda. Oh, and don't you two stay up too late either.
Merle, what are we going to do?
Don't worry, darling. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
That'll be all right. I think for tonight, maybe the best thing to do is just sleep here on the couch.
Yeah.
Okay? I'll take this one. Let me have the Ted there.
You what?
The bear, Wanda. Can I have the bear, please? Come on.
Heaven forfend.
Yeah.
Here you go, babe.
Hey, where's Texas? He's probably out in the country club. I had to take over his spot. He gets away with murder now. He's a big fan with burning bales.
Don't you think the fumes are particularly heavy today?
What'd you say, Mary?
Don't you think that the noxious fumes that are coming from down the line are particularly heavy today?
I wish you'd get rid of that mask, Mary. You look like you got the mumps.
Plus, we all should be wearing this for protection.
Hey, George, thanks a lot for taking over for me, man. I had a lot to do.
Oh, I bet you did. I thought you said you wanted to be here, but...
Hey, listen, Mary. Mary,
Yeah.
listen, I heard you wanted to see me. You want to see me?
Yeah, Tom,
Yeah.
you're still chairman of this grievance committee,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let me ask you something. Aren't you responsible for the noxious fumes that are coming by you? I mean, do you realize that it's much, much worse than an unfiltered cigarette?
Well, Mary, now, look, wait a minute. Look, you got a safety problem there. Now, I got to admit that it's a grievance. I got to admit that, but the important word there is safety, you see. Now, you want to take that up with somebody, you got to take it up with the safety committee.
So that's you, Pa, isn't it?
Yes, I heard we've gone through this before. Now, I went to the committee last week, and I told them I had a gripe about noxious fumes. Noxious fumes, he said. Well, that's not our category. That category is...
The grievance committee, so that's you, huh,
Mary, I
Tom?
took it up with the guys in the grievance committee, and they told me quit complaining, will you, about those noxious fumes. That has nothing to do with grievances. It's a safety problem, so take it up with the safety committee. So that's what they told me.
So safety says grievance, grievance says safety, and safety says grievance.
Right.
Well, isn't there a
for just caring about people? I mean, I want to go to a committee, and I want to say I don't care if this is safety or grievance, but just that people are suffering and that someone should care about this. I mean, this is terrible. I just want that kind of a committee. You know, where people care about you.
All right, now listen. This is my plan. Later on this afternoon, station manager is going to get an alarm clock as a little gift for showing Ruts.
If I see that thumb one more time, you're out as Grand Lizard.
Oh.
Hey, listen, Vernon, we got a little problem here. We don't know exactly where to go, okay?
I'm going to explain it to him.
No, I'm going to explain it to him. Vern, come here. The thing is that nobody wants to do anything. I mean, the safety committee says it belongs to the grievance committee, and the grievance committee says it belongs to the safety committee, and then the safety committee says it belongs to the grievance committee. And the point is that there is just no place for us to go.
Well, don't go to either one. Come to me. Any problems you have, come to me. Any problems at all. As to the fumes, I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Well, you're one hell of a guy.
Well, I gotta hand it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Vern, yeah. Now, you really got to take care of those noxious fumes?
Oh, yes, of course. Leaking fumes are a terrible thing, right?
Good. Hey, Tex, I'll see you. Right. George, Tiny, see you later.
Bye, Hartman. See you in bed.
Bird. You ain't going to do nothing about them fumes, are you?
No.
Excuse me. Where's my package?
What package? Package?
Well, neither did I. Well, I put a package down right here.
Well, listen, I'll tell you, why don't you take your spot back and I'll go look for it and I'll see you in about a month.
No. I put it down right here. Oh.
What? Well, why is he going up that way? All this comes around again, doesn't it?
I think it comes around the second time for the solvent baths, huh?
Murray's right. Everything comes around twice.
I never worked in this belt before, but that's the way it usually goes. They start...
Oh, yeah, well, let me explain it to you guys. See, what happens is it goes around and it goes around, and then it goes up, and then it goes over, and then it goes about all the way around there, and then it comes back around and down for the second and last time, and then it goes around there until it hits the solvent baths.
I don't know what to say or what to think. And we started with Tex and his bomb, and that is the running theme for today. He's angry about Roots being on the air. And I should say that for a show that has no people of color on it, having a white supremacist organization, well, this is the kind of hijinks that they get up to, which may be thankful that we're not seeing them actually attack people of color as they want to. Because we know Tex wants to. And then we cut to Loretta and Kathy. Loretta is trying to set Kathy up with Mac, and rightly, Kathy is angry at the implication that she's some kind of hoe bag. And I see Kathy's point of view, right? She's loved everyone that she's been with, and that's really, I think we sometimes will write Kathy's emotions off, but she does have them. They're really strong emotions. So then she takes off, and then Loretta and Mac have their confrontation. That doesn't go anywhere because Mac does not want to have a romantic partner, and he misses Lulu, but he's happy where he is. And then we're back in the factory break room, and Tex and Vernon are talking about that bomb again, and then a scene that picks up elements of plot that we haven't seen for, I want to say, at least 3 weeks, with all those presents that Merle gave to Mary, that appeal to the inner child that I think he was making. Mind you, there was at least one kiss between Merle and Mary. I think it might have been 2 in the same sitting, but it didn't go that way. Like, that's not what Mary's intent was. I don't think that Mary is completely blameless in this situation, because I think she understood under there, at least I understood, that there was some kind of sexual intent underneath these gifts, even if they're childlike. And I can understand why Tom is angry. The thing is with the toys, right? Like at the beginning of the scene, we see that Mary is working out the way that she wishes the world was, as she did at the end of season 1, which was kind of a heartbreaking episode. And we see that again, right? She is trying to play act the stuff that she wants to be happening in the factory. It is ugly, this fight. It seems to be forgiven by the end of the episode, but it wasn't pretty. And it comes out of nowhere in terms of where our minds have been for the last couple weeks. I don't even remember when Merle gave all these presents. That was over the course of at least a couple weeks. And that was many, many weeks ago. So these seeds are finally taking root. I mean, I saw the puppets, and then I saw the chicken, and we knew what was happening there. So I don't really know what this means for Tom and Mary's relationship, and I think I am one of the people who will defend their relationship, because I know a lot of folks don't think that they belong together, and I don't know if I can truthfully say that. I believe that they love each other, but that they have big problems. And this is another seed for an enormous problem. I don't know what it's going to mean because it's not addressed in the rest of this episode. But they've got a big fight between them. And I don't know if Merle is going to be a friend to Mary, or if Tom is going to have a very different opinion when he runs into Merle again. And speaking of Merle, we're in the bedroom with him and Wanda, and they are really sweet together until they are interrupted by Lila and Tex. And Tex is Tex. Of course, he has his bomb with him. I think this episode was me wondering when this bomb was going to go off, the whole time. But he's got this bomb with him. No one knows about it. They get into an altercation, Tex and Merle, because Merle is just tired of it. And Merle tosses the bomb at Tex, of course, which could have been disastrous at that moment. And then Lila still seems to have power over Merle and Wanda. Merle said he didn't care about the diary anymore, and I'm not sure why he dropped it. And then we are back on the factory floor for what looks like the climax of what has been building for a couple of weeks with Tex and his urge to blow things up. In this way, it seems kind of like the Muppet Show. I think the Muppet Show was a little bit later than this, but that Mad Bomber character that would show up on the Muppet Show just wanting to blow things up. That's how Tex is to me. Mind you, it's racially motivated, but he does come off cartoonishly. However, we have a few different elements of plot going on here. Mary is still sick of these noxious fumes, and she's sick of the runaround that she is getting from the grievance committee and the safety committee. And then Vernon comes down, and Tex tells him about the bomb, and Vernon is really angry to continually see this bomb when he said cool it. Then Mary brings up the noxious fumes to Vernon, and Vernon completely band-aids it. He says, oh yeah, I'll take care of it. And I was pretty clear that he wasn't going to do anything, and then that was confirmed. And Mary and the crew have completely missed that there is a bomb on the conveyor belt. And Tex runs off to chase it, and then it comes back around while they're looking the other way, because they knew they were supposed to look for a package, but Mary was trying to explain where the items on this conveyor belt go, and I don't really understand why items on the conveyor belt would run around twice, or how they would get off of the belt if they continually run around like that. I don't know. But then we have our climax, and not in the May Alinsky way. Well, everyone, that was the climactic end of 1 week. And I'll tell you, I have no idea what to expect next week. Thank you so much for watching with me. Thank you for leaving your positive thoughts, feelings, etc. in the comments. Thank you so much for hitting the weekend with me. And we will see you next Monday in Fernwood.